All right, we have one more incredible story for you this evening. It is from Paquita Williams, and Paquita is an adoptive mom. And I don't know, they have a saying that young kids around the house, keeps you young. And there is no better example than Paquita. Here she is with her story called Rockin' and Rollin'. Come on up here, Paquita.
Wow. Okay. I want to cry. Good evening. I want to thank the committee for allowing me to share a little bit of myself with you. My name is Paquita Williams, and I've always wanted to be a mom. I always had a need to take care of someone, you know, um, to be there. All through my 20s, I want 20s, 30s, 40s. So we're getting up there. You know, I was always there for adults, and it never worked out. Then when I turned 50, one of my girlfriends said, let's help someone that can't help themselves. Let's become foster parents. Let's become foster moms. So I had no clue. I never thought I could be a foster mother. I thought I would. I thought to be a foster parent, you'd have to have the whole family dynamic in place. But okay, maybe I'm wrong. So I went to an agency and I told the woman, I want to be a foster parent. I want to be a foster mom. I said, I'm not married. She said, that's okay. I said, ain't nobody looking to marry me. She said, that's fine. She said, that's fine. I said, kids ain't gonna have no daddy. She said, that's okay. She said, Miss Williams, all you need is space and love. And I said, I got a lot of that. I always wanted to be a mom. So I had a 2-bedroom apartment in Far Rockaway. And like I said, I knew deep down inside, I always wanted to be a mom. So I started taking the classes, the workshops, the whole thing. And about a year later, in August of 2009, my home became a certified foster home. And soon after that, I got my first call about a possible placement. Now, these are some things that I said up front all through my training. I don't want a baby because I had to be to work at 5:30, not get ready. I had to be at work at 5:30 in the morning. So I said, okay, maybe not a newborn, but someone like an 18-month-old where you say, oh, it's time to lay down, and the baby will know, okay, I'm going to lay down. 18-month-old, right? So, so, but I didn't want a newborn. I'm not every 3 hours. I'm not doing that. A newborn, no. And there was no way I wanted a boy. I wanted a girl because, you could dress the girl up in all the different outfits, matching bobos, all of that, right? So, and I didn't want a sick baby because I didn't want to get attached to a baby and chances it might pass away. So I get this call. Oh, Miss Williams, I have a baby boy. He's almost 2 months old. What? All the things I didn't want. But I kept saying, okay, uh-huh, okay. She told me about mom's health issues, and I'm like, okay, uh-huh, okay. And she said he was adoptable. I never said anything about adopting a baby. I never thought about adopting a baby. Again, I had no husband, no girlfriend, no puppy, and I had a full-time job. And I was old. I was 51. I was 51. But maybe the biggest reason I thought, I couldn't adopt was because I thought I couldn't love someone else's child. I could never have been so wrong. But even still, thinking about that, thinking that way, I said to her, okay, okay. When I got off the phone, I was like, oh my God, I'm looking around the room. Oh my God, all the things I didn't want. I was nervous. I was hyperventilating. It was midday. I was drinking coffee. I was like, who said this? Because it's all the things I did not want. And I'm saying, uh-huh. So I said, oh my God, what am I going to do? I have to be to work at 5:30 in the morning. I was so nervous. I'm breathing hard. Then a calmness came over me. I could feel it. I could feel it from my head to my toe, all over my body like a web. And I began to get calm. And I looked up and I said, okay, God, I guess we can do this. I guess we can do this. Oh, then I thought a baby boy, adoptable. Now I want to tell you, I have 4 brothers. I couldn't think about what one boy's name, what John, Joe, Jimmy, not one name. Then I heard a voice. I heard a voice. It said Elijah. I looked up. Elijah. I said, that's a nice name. I said, God, if I get that baby and I adopt him, I'm naming him Elijah. Right? Well, I got the call back. He said, oh, Miss Williams, you got the baby. You got the baby. I started hyperventilating again, but I said, okay. Not that it mattered. Not that it mattered. I said, tell me a little bit about him, because I didn't know if he was black, white, polka dotted, or spotted. I didn't know anything. She said, he's an Afro-American baby boy. I said, okay. She went on to talk about the mom and then more about the baby. And I kept saying, okay. Then I said, well, what do you call him? What's his name? What do you call him? She said, his name is Elijah. Oh, I started crying. I got to tell this. I started crying. I'm not religious. I'm not a religious person. I'm spiritual. I do believe in a power. No name. I just believe in a force. I raised my hands and I fell to my knees. I started crying and I said, I hear you, God. I hear you. It still brings chills through me. So I'm crying hysterically. She said, oh, Miss Williams, calm down, because I'm crying. And she said, we're going to help you. That's when I came to my senses. I came to my senses, because you see, God said Elijah's coming. So I said to her, I'm fine. Bring me my baby. All the things I said I didn't want. I didn't want a newborn. I didn't want a baby. I couldn't love someone else's child. All of those things. Well, I knew when I saw him, I wanted to cry. I was like, oh God, this is my baby. This is my baby. Not you, Pat. So that's my baby when I saw him. So 2 years later, I adopted Elijah, and I continued to be a foster parent. I fostered teenage girls because I couldn't fathom a young girl without a mom. One of my girls, she's still in my life today. She's 29. She has 2 children, a 5-year-old and an 11-year-old. I'm the only Nana that they know. The only Nana. So the 11-year-old said, Nana, can I stay with you this summer? The whole summer. So, of course, what Nana gonna say? So I'm like, yes, yes, you can. So she stayed with me this past summer. School was out like June 28th. She was there June 9th, 29th. School started the 8th of September. She went home the 7th of September. I have to share that a little with you. So, I want to share that all of this stuff didn't come overnight. A lot of it came through doing workshops with the coalition. You know, um, I was at a workshop once and I'm pouring my heart out about the children, how I'm not getting through. There's something I'm not doing right. They said to me, no, Paquita, you're doing fine. They said, the children are like pre-filled pens. They are who they are with their own DNA. I never thought about that. Like, pre-filled pens with their own DNA. I'm like, oh, okay. They said, you can just guide them. And that brought me peace. So just a lot of things. The coalition has enlightened me so much. My whole outlook on children have changed because at times, I'm an old mom. I'm an older mom. I'm 65. I should be smoking weed, right? I should be smoking weed. But I'm rocking and rolling in a different way. At 65, I'm a PTA mom, and I'm about to adopt my fourth child. I think it's going to really be my last, but my fourth child, you know. At times, my thinking is when I was working and I'm like, when I retire, I'm going to go on vacation. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to smoke some weed. And I'm going to just do me. They say, do me. I'm going to just do me. I want you to know I'm doing me. I'm doing me. I get up and keep it moving. My children, we do all types of things: the museums, the parks, the zoo, the museum, the library, the water slides. I want to sit down somewhere and take a nap. I want to take a nap, and sometimes even at the park, I'll sit down and take a nap. Then I wake up and I look and I see my children. I see my children. I'm like, I'm a mom. I'm an auntie. I got one that say, oh, Aunt Paquita. She called me Aunt Paquita. The other kids call me Nana. I'm a mom. I'm an auntie. I'm a nana. I don't know. Whew, I didn't know it would be possible because I want to share that I couldn't have my own children. So I didn't know this was possible. And I'm happy doing what I'm doing. I'm happy. And I want to thank you for listening. That's it. Thank you.